The Gundestrup Cauldron, discovered in a peat bog near Gundestrup, Denmark, in 1891, stands as one of the most enigmatic and visually stunning artifacts of the pre-Roman Iron Age, sparking ongoing debate among archaeologists and historians regarding its purpose and origin. Was it a central piece of Celtic ritualistic practices, or a product of sophisticated trade networks across Europe? The cauldron itself is a remarkable feat of craftsmanship, constructed from over 280 silver sheets meticulously hammered and joined together, creating a large vessel standing nearly a meter tall and over a meter wide, a size unparalleled in contemporary metalwork from the region. Its surface is adorned with a series of 9 embossed panels, each depicting complex scenes of figures, animals, and symbolic imagery that have fueled centuries of interpretation and speculation. The central panel showcases a prominent horned figure, often identified as Cernunnos, a Celtic god associated with nature, fertility, and animals, further solidifying the association with Celtic symbolism. Other panels depict what appear to be processions of figures, possible representations of Celtic deities, and scenes involving sacrifices or ritualistic offerings, strengthening the argument for a ritualistic function. However, the international character of the iconography, incorporating elements from Celtic, Germanic, Roman, and potentially even Near Eastern cultures, complicates the simple notion of a purely Celtic artifact. The sheer skill involved in the cauldron's production suggests a specialized workshop, potentially operating within a network that spans significant distances, indicating sophisticated trade and technological exchange. The discovery site itself provides limited concrete evidence. The cauldron was found buried in a carefully constructed bog, seemingly deliberately hidden, adding another layer of mystery to its purpose and disposal. Early interpretations often leaned heavily towards a purely Celtic ritualistic purpose, aligning the cauldron with druidic ceremonies, feasts, and offerings to deities. The presence of Cernunnos, the abundance of animal motifs, and the scenes of potential sacrifice were interpreted as direct evidence of Celtic religious practices. However, this interpretation has faced increasing scrutiny as scholars have recognized the pan-European nature of the cauldron's artistic influences. The development of scholarship concerning the cauldron's origins and use has changed over the years, with various hypotheses presented by researchers. The trade hypothesis suggests the cauldron served as a luxury item, a status symbol traded among elite members of various cultures, possibly used in diplomatic exchanges or as a gift. This hypothesis is supported by the high-quality silver used in its construction and the complexity of the designs, indicative of considerable artistic and technical skills. The presence of Roman iconography and stylistic influences suggests possible connections to the Roman Empire, although direct Roman ownership or commission remains unproven. The diplomatic gift theory posits that the cauldron may have been a gift exchanged between Celtic chieftains and Roman officials, a gesture designed to establish or maintain alliances. The complex imagery could have served as a visual representation of shared values or a symbol of mutual respect, facilitating communication and understanding. The elaborate container theory suggests that while potentially adorned with ritualistic imagery, the cauldron's primary function may have been to hold valuable liquids, such as wine or beer, for elite gatherings. This theory reconciles the potential for both ritualistic and secular uses, recognizing the blurred lines between these categories in pre-Roman European societies. The workshop location remains a critical question. Where was the cauldron actually made? Several possibilities have been suggested, including regions in Gaul, modern-day France, Germania, modern-day Germany, and even the Danube Valley. The discovery of silverworking sites in these regions provides some clues, but pinpointing the exact origin remains elusive. The metallurgical analysis of the silver itself has revealed the composition of the metal, which may provide clues regarding its origin and trade routes. However, the movement of silver in the Iron Age was complex, and the metal could have been traded over considerable distances, making definitive sourcing difficult. The iconography on the cauldron also provides insight into the cultural context in which it was created and used. The presence of Celtic deities, such as Cernunnos alongside Roman and Germanic figures, suggests a syncretic religious landscape where different traditions coexisted and influenced one another. The syncretism theory suggests that the cauldron's imagery reflects the blending of different religious beliefs and practices in the pre-Roman Iron Age. The deposition of the cauldron in the bog also remains a mystery, possibly signifying a ritual offering, a deliberate hiding place, or a symbolic act of disposal. The act of burial may have been connected to a desire to preserve the cauldron's value or to safeguard it from theft or destruction. The discovery of the cauldron in a context where it was intentionally hidden implies that it held significant cultural or religious value. Modern research continues to shed new light on the Gundestrup Cauldron, employing advanced analytical techniques and interdisciplinary approaches to decipher its secrets. 3D modeling allows researchers to create virtual replicas of the cauldron, facilitating detailed examination of its construction and iconography. Comparative studies with other contemporary artifacts help to identify parallels and influences, enriching our understanding of its cultural context. The Gundestrup Cauldron remains an enduring symbol of the complexity and interconnectedness of pre-Roman Europe. Its enigmatic nature continues to captivate scholars and enthusiasts alike, prompting ongoing debate and inspiring new interpretations. The cauldron serves as a tangible link to a distant past, offering glimpses into the lives, beliefs, and artistic achievements of the peoples who inhabited Europe millennia ago. Ultimately, the mystery of the Gundestrup Cauldron lies not in a single definitive answer, but in the richness and complexity of the questions it raises about the pre-Roman world.